to Homemade Everything. Today is the day. The guys are here. Well, they're not here. They went to Tractor Supply and they've taken quite a while. So I have a theory behind that though. Stephen Cox does drive a Ford. So we might need to go tow him back to the house. Just saying. But anyways, we're starting the build today. We've got a few things out, so I'm kind of spoiling the surprise. We're mocking this up. I had to put the engine there, one of the tires there, so that we can get the angle correct right here to see where these need to be in order to mount up to that via this square tubing. So we're figuring that out. The guys went to get some bushings, and I think that that's a really good idea. That was all on Justin, so credit to Justin. We've got these right here. This one's bent. We need to bend it back in place, but we've got these, I don't even know what to call those, but they will accept a bushing in there. So what I was planning on doing is drilling a hole in the square tubing, running a bolt through it, and driving it like that, like we did with the lawnmower engine behind this thing. But he's smart, and he decided what we're going to do is we're going to put a bushing there so that it will be like it's supposed to be and not wear out in like, you know, a couple weeks. So we're going to put that there. We're going to put square tubing back here, build the subframe, mount the engine plate to it, which I need to show you all the engine plate. It's a lot thicker than the usual engine plates. And so it's going to be able to handle the torque of this 420 quite a bit, because we're going to mod this 420 and make it probably about 20 horsepower, which is ridiculous. So getting this all lined up, we need to get some bushings, then we can start chopping metal, start welding a frame. My goal today is to get the frame done and ready for paint, and then as soon as we can get that done, we can start with the engine mods, and I think that's going to be a whole day's worth of work too. So today's chassis, tomorrow's engine, then maybe Thursday we'll go play, if that sounds good. But welcome to the channel. I'll show you, I'll introduce you to the guys pretty soon when they get back, if they get back, because once again, Steven drives a Ford. See, I told you the guys are here. This is Justin from The Good of the Land.
What's up, guys?
And I told you, I wasn't lying. I actually have two friends. Just two. Hey!
Howdy.
He's over there working on engine stuff. Yeah, tell us what you're doing real quick, and then we'll go from there.
We're going to drain the oil out of this Predator 420. Once you get the oil out, going to disassemble it, put in a new billet rod, a new egg shaft,
Yep.
and I think these are return
Those
springs.
are coilovers.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So coilovers go in the head, I think.
No, it goes on the crank.
Well, that's the head. See,
Yeah.
they're round.
See, this is a power accumulator. It's like a Kawasaki integrated power valve system, like a Kips valve.
Right?
And
Where the egg shaft goes.
Yeah.
I bet you want a funnel before you pull that bolt out. That'll work.
That's gonna happen 10 times. Don't say it. Don't say it.
This guy. Although I couldn't remember your name when I tried to say it. All right, we're even. We're even.
We're good.
It's like Joker.
But all my life, all my youth especially, teachers, friends of family, they would call me Matt. This guy just slipped. He slipped.
It was Jason for me.
Is that older brother?
Everybody calls me Jason.
Is that older brother or?
No,
just
everybody.
Oh, okay.
Everybody.
I called you Chris.
Well, Jason, what are you doing here?
Well, Marcus.
Yeah.
Okay, so the channel is Homemade Everything, so of course we have to make our own stuff. We came down, and one thing that we didn't have is bushings. So went to the auto parts store, got some Dorman just shock bushings.
I'm glad y'all went to go do this. I would have been like, screw it, we're just welding it, no shocks.
Well, here's my thought. We can slide this in here, and then we
Shave
can
them down.
throw that in there,
Yep.
yeah. And we've got a little lip here. Of course,
Okay.
we're cutting this
Yep.
off. This will actually make contact on both sides of the frame.
Okay.
And then that'll give us, so it'll be in about like that, and then the bushing can squish down on the internals.
Way better than my idea.
This will go all inside
Let's
there.
remove that lip.
Yeah, and so we're going to cut off pieces right here, so this won't actually be touching anything, and that will allow this to tighten up, and then we'll have our bushings, we'll grease it all up, and it will be homemade, and we're going to be welding on galvanized pipe.
I was about to say, it being galvanized, I know we should
All they had.
we should ventilate it well.
Yeah.
Just hold your breath.
And how strong are those welds going to be?
Well, if we get down past it, I think
the
the welds will be
galvanized
fine. My only issue is we're working with like iron pipe. That's the weakest link there, but it's thick enough that I think it'll be okay.
I don't know.
We're about to find out.
We are going to find out. We are going to break that.
I hope so.
That's going to be our weak link. I'm calling it right now.
You think
We're
so?
breaking that day one of writing.
Maybe I should weld it.
Absolutely. However, you're going to be welding with flux core.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
good. That gives you more penetration.
Really?
Yeah, you get deeper penetration.
Huh.
I can coat the entire thing with weld, and then it's just all weld.
I say, yeah.
Even the bushing.
I mean, I don't know about the rubber part of the bushing.
Sure.
Um,
Why not?
just weld through it, yeah.
Yeah. weld down to the steel.
Sure.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's do
maybe
it.
the bushing will give enough to keep a lot of pressure off those welds.
What I would like to do, potentially. Now this isn't cast, so it's still steel, but
Right.
It's actually galvanized steel, so we're fine. Actually,
Okay.
100%. So yeah, we should be good there.
All right. Fingers crossed. All right, so Justin's over there, I don't know, making a mess or something, and Steven's over here breaking the new engine. I did want to show y'all something, though. On the good channels, like Cars and Cameras, they go in there and they replace the low oil sensor with a bolt. They rethread this little area, and they do that, and they do a lot of cool stuff. We're just going to unplug it and leave it there because it's currently plugging the hole.
I think we have to cut it down, though, don't we? My nephew came over one day, he was about 5 or 6, and so I just put him in a car and just let him drive around. And that's all he did the whole time, he just drive around. Yeah. He can still run people over. So if we can figure that out.
So I've got Justin over here making bushings from scratch. I've got Steven over here doing all the engine mods, and I'm standing where work needs to be done, doing nothing. Pretty good gig.
I mean, Mark was just complaining too much.
Alright guys, so we got most of the ancillary parts off this.
Ancillary?
Yeah.
That's not a word, dude. You can't just make up words.
It's a word in the day calendar, man.
Antillary?
Ants.
All right, I'll stop by. Do your thing. Do your thing.
It's
I screamed loud enough to where they text me, "What the hell's going on?"
You're talking about doing
it was like a little
doing a whole
girl.
podcast at the Good Old Land Fest. While
Huh?
we're here.
Wow, that's
Yeah, if you
sexy.
want to come, man.
Beveled edges and all?
Yeah, you can come.
D-bird?
So we need
Yeah,
to
look at you
grind.
there. Like, I saw that
You don't like
picture
that
you
lip?
made, and I'm still
No, we need to
like, oh my
grind off
gosh.
the
Like,
galvanized
pushed on
from
it
here
and
to there,
everything,
so we're
I'm
not welding through it.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, that one turned
Halfway
out real
through.
good.
Do we know
was
where
happy with it.
we're gonna?
It doesn't matter which side, as long as
I
it's
made
half
one
of it.
this past week.
I guess it'll be on exact
I mean,
opposite sides, right? It'll be
I had some sinus
top and
stuff
bottom,
going
This
on,
whole
right?
side, because I'm
my
gonna
taste
weld.
buds weren't really
Gotcha.
But my wife said,
well,
it's
technically.
pretty good.
Yeah.
So.
Where's that? Let me stop this. I was doing some real hard work, and then this guy started telling a story. I'm making him restart. It's too good. It's too good. All right, I'll leave you alone now.
So my first cousin calls me up and says, my daughter's getting married. That's my second cousin. Would you get ordained and marry, be the minister for the wedding? And I was like, yeah, why not? So I went to getordained.org or whatever it is and bought the $40 license.
Got a little over.
That's right. And I got it, and the wedding's in like 2 weeks, right? So after I got the license, I called up Kendall County Courthouse, and I said, the lady answers the phone, and I go, hi, my name is Brad, and I'm marrying my cousin. And the lady goes, you can't do that in Kendall County.
But it's my second cousin, so
I was
it's
like,
all right.
but it's okay because we're, my first cousin is her daughter, so there's nothing really like it's okay. And then I go, wait. I said that came out wrong. I'm officiating the wedding. What do I need to do? And she goes, what? Do you have your license? And I said yes. And she goes, you're good. So I'm marrying that's gonna be my next YouTube video.
I'm marrying my cousin.
I'm marrying my cousin.
Oh, jeez. Cool. I appreciate you restarting the story. That was good.
Oh.
Real good. All right, guys. So we got, number one, Dunkin' Donuts. Number two, we got these bushings done. So basically there is did you find it?
I did.
I'm proud of you. We've got a bolt through the middle. We've got a pipe in there, a small one, and then a rubber bushing, and then a big pipe on the outside. We have ground the galvanized off so we can weld to it. I think it's going to work.
It's gonna work.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey man, my stuff works every time sometimes.
This isn't yours. I made this. It's gonna break
Hey,
instantly.
you know what? I am so glad that you talked me out of buying that bushing kit on Amazon that I was going to get. I mean, it's like $30, and that was just been a complete waste of money.
And these
time.
were how much?
About
Those?
100 plus
You
40
probably
hours
got
of
about
labor.
$50 in
No. No. We got about $2 in pipe,
I don't know how long you've
No,
been.
we got more than that. $10.
Well, if you don't
yeah.
count, if you
10,
if
12
you,
bucks, but what about your labor involved in it?
I don't charge anything for that.
I do. In my head.
Wait
I
a
know
second.
exactly how much.
But it was my labor, so am I getting paid?
are you paying yourself?
On to YouTube, Jared.
There you go. It actually does make better content that you made these.
Yeah.
That's true. Homemade, all the things.
I'm giving you a hard time.
All right, so those are our bushings. We're gonna move on. We got to weld to them, get some square tubing going. What we've been trying to get to all day long, but the bushings have been taking a minute. A minute being like an hour or two. Steven's got the engine like almost done over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna put back together and be over here started and waiting on you guys.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah.
All right,
Two-part
we'll
stuff.
see y'all on the next step. Bye. All right, so bushings are in. See them shiny?
That's why I'll never
Be shiny. We're gonna weld to them now. After we get some square tubing cut up, and then we'll go from there. I guess we need to get the axle over here and see how long we need frame to be, and then yeah, go from there. Oh, you
And
good?
Steven started fixing the motor, and
So we just started
yeah.
recording.
It's just down there. So yeah, anyway, anytime he gets sick,
It's like working on a dog, right?
yeah.
It's the same basic.
Put the guts in.
Put the guts in.
Take
Put 'em
the
back
bad
in when you're
guts
done
out.
with 'em.
Just like veterinary medicine.
So yeah, anytime.
All right, guys, we are calling it a day. We got all the junk back in the shop, so there's no workspace anymore. But what we got done is the hard part. Getting those bushings made was not easy. It seems just like it's crazy easy. We got that done. Now we just need to make basically a big swing arm, a rear part of this chassis that holds the engine and torque converter and axle and all to the rest of the go-kart, to those bushings right there. And also the struts, the springs, the shocks are going to be mounted up. So that's going to help support this back end as well. You know how I like supporting back ends. Rear end. It would have been a better delivery if I had said rear ends. Anyways, engine is a mess. Flywheel, lightweight flywheel needs to go on. Torque converter can wait until this thing is on the go-kart itself. Inside's good. We got our super strong valve springs in and ready to go. That probably need to redo this gasket. Doesn't seem to be fitting well. But got those valve springs on, got the connecting rod on, and got the governor removed internally. See how it just spins and spins and spins? That's because it's not connected to anything, and it's not even a full shaft like it used to be. Half shaft, yep. Go Power Sports sent us a different spark plug. Not sure why. I'm assuming it's going to be a hotter, better spark plug. We'll do that. Starter's going to stay removed because see these teeth on the flywheel? The new billet flywheel is over there, but I promise you it doesn't have any teeth on it, so we can't use an electric start. Has a pull start though, and it's very easy to pull start, and go-karts are pull start most of the time anyways. I think that we'll run this thing for power, and we're going to put the flywheel on, obviously. We're going to remove the governor, which we've already done. We have the springs. We have the connecting rod to do this. We have everything for a removed governor and these performance parts. But I think after we see how powerful this thing is, it's not going to be a race buggy. It's going to be a trail riding buggy. So we may eventually go back to some stock parts so that we can run electric start, run a charging system so we can get lights all over this thing. I want to pair up with a light company and see if they will send us a whole bunch of lights, and we need a charging system if we're going to be doing that. So that's all down the road though. I'm talking 4 or 5 go-kart videos down the road, and then we might put stock parts back on this. After we do this build, I'm not going to want to work on this thing for a really long time. I'm going to want to drive it really bad. It's going to be pretty cool. I don't know if y'all saw how wide that 54-inch axle is, but that's awesome. It's going to be way more stable than this thing used to be too. When these go-karts come out, they're really narrow in the back end and not stable at all. But anyways, shop is a mess. We're going to get back at it tomorrow, go from there. Right now, we got a new sink, so I'm going to go swap stuff to a new sink for the wife, make her happy, then we can wash her hands again and wash dishes again. Kind of important. So let's go from there, do it to it. Adios. Bye.